Welcome to WhereWars, the world's first location-based real-time strategy game. 3 distinct factions have come from hidden dimensions to battle for control of our world. These quarks search for grumium, a strange renewable substance that has spilled over into our universe, and various consumer items and other resources called WhereWare. The cool thing about this game is that you battle in real-world places. When you boot up and log on, we take you to a map of your geographic area and unlock the battle maps nearest to your location. If you want to unlock more battle maps, you can physically travel to a new area, or battle towards it by defeating maps in between, or spend gems to unlock new battle maps. Other players in your region can battle against you for control of a territory. The battle map itself is automatically generated from actual place data. For instance, here you can see a nearby cafe. When you destroy that cafe, you can get resources like coffee and other WhereWare, which can be used to upgrade your structures and create new units. The WhereWare available changes depending on your geographic location and terrain. For instance, in urban settings, it's easier to find stone from the rubble of office buildings and consumer goods from stores found in populated areas. But on a rural map, wood will be more plentiful, offering a different kind of gameplay experience and requiring alternative strategies. Every battle map is unique, generated by the live place data of that particular location. And this is what makes WhereWars different from all other real-time strategy games. The world map in WhereWars on your mobile device serves 2 purposes. First, it allows you to see what battle maps are available to you and lets you choose a lobby for a nearby location. Second, it allows you to see your progress as you march across the world. Each green location is under your control. Yellow means a location is unlocked and ready for attack. And red means that you can see the location but not attack it yet. As you conquer more and more locations, your territory expands and more yellow areas are open to you. There's also a fun feature for the adventurous player called Random City. This feature warps you to a random location around the world, giving you limited time access to faraway places. Tapping Random City will always try to pair you up with a real person waiting in a lobby. This is a great way to battle other players from around the world and get a foothold in places you might otherwise have trouble reaching physically. Once you tap a location to lobby in, you will be taken to the lobby for that location. Other real players might already be waiting for you in that lobby. If not, you can choose to battle against a bot for a single-player experience. If you are the host of a lobby, you have the ability to choose exactly where in that area you want to battle by tapping the small map. You might know that a particular area has a lot of coffee shops and stores and choose that. Or you might want to choose a battle group that's located in a more rural or water setting. While you're waiting in that lobby, you can also chat with other players and continue your chat in-game. On the battle map, you begin with an HQ structure and 1 scout unit. You search for resources, like grumium and WhereWare. You create new structures and new units. You upgrade to gain access to better units and other structures. And you seek out your enemy, formulating the best strategy to win, either by vanquishing your opponents or by being the first to build and hold your faction's monument. When you begin a game, all players are neutral to each other. Your units will leave other opponents alone until commanded to attack. Once provoked, units and structures become aggressive to their attackers automatically. This enemy mode will cool down after a while and things will go back to neutral eventually. WhereWars takes the essence of real-time strategy games and makes it accessible for mobile devices. In WhereWars, your units are called quarks. There are 3 types of quarks: scouts, which have low armor and low attack, fighters, which are tough and have a high attack, and healers that can heal other units. Each unit type exists in all 3 factions, though each faction offers a unique twist. Mad scientists are weaker, yet faster and technologically advanced. Bioterrorists are a balanced mix of brains, guts, and aggression. Guerrilla brutes are slow but powerful. Bioterrorists and guerrilla brutes start the game with a population cap of 2 units. Mad scientists start the game with a population cap of 4 units. The maximum amount of units you can have is 20. We've simplified the interface and the AI for units to make them easier to command from mobile devices. Units react context sensitively to your commands. Tap a unit and then tap a blank spot on the map, and that guy understands that you just want him to walk to that location. But tap a resource or structure instead, and he knows you want him to attack. Tap a grummium bubble and he'll go pop that bubble and then continue to harvest grummium until you give him new orders or he is attacked. Units will also respond automatically to nearby threats, joining together to defend your structures or each other, and then return to their previous task when the threat has been eliminated. When and where you can build units is determined by the structures you build and their upgrade level. The scout is created at the HQ. The fighter is created at the barracks, and the healer is created at the hospital. Experiment with different mixes of units and see how they perform against your opponent's strategies. In WhereWars, you build structures to establish your base. The key to success in WhereWars is upgrading. Upgraded structures give you access to other advanced structures and better units. Your HQ creates an initial territory footprint that you can build within. HQs also create scouts. This structure can be upgraded 3 times. Court kennels are required to raise your population limit. Each kennel allows you 1 extra quark, up to a maximum of 20. Turrets are stationary defense structures. Each turret holds a quark and can be upgraded 3 times. Barracks allow you to create fighter units. The Tech Lab gives you the ability to upgrade other structures as well as build new structures like the hospital. The Optical Beacon allows you to expand your territory footprint. Finally, the monument is the pinnacle of your efforts, telling your opponents that you've achieved the top. Once you build a monument, the number 1 job for your opponents will be to destroy your monument before the timer runs out and you win. Try experimenting with different structure configurations for your base to see what works best in each situation. In WhereWars, there are many types of buildings generated from real-world places that you can destroy to get whereware. Whereware are consumer goods that quarks have taken a real liking to. These resources can be combined to create structures and quarks. If you're low on any resource, you can use the marketplace to trade for the goods you need. A rare and special resource is the grummium gem. Gems can be found in the battle world, or they can be bought using in-game purchases. Gems are great for trading for any other resource. They can also be used to fast-track any unit of structure. Just use the Finish Now feature to get your structure or unit created instantly. 1 gem can mean the difference between defeat or victory. WhereWars is also available on Facebook and takes advantage of the many social features of the platform. On Facebook, you can see how you rank against your friends and even challenge them to battle if they're waiting in a game lobby. You can also share status updates from the game and brag to others about your latest conquests. There's also a global leaderboard online that features the top 10 players from around the world. The WhereWars interface is designed to adapt to devices big and small, each working as part of an ecosystem of windows onto the game world. So if you have multiple devices, you can expand your interface and control different parts of the battlefield simultaneously. WhereWars is breaking new ground as the world's first location-based real-time strategy game. It's a bold and innovative experiment in cross-platform and mobile gameplay.